Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today we'll discuss about the module 5 model questions of 22BBOK407, that is biology for engineering. Okay, so here module 5 is actually do not study it from 21BT or 21BA45 because the syllabus has changed. So they have mixed module 3, half of the module, and module 5, and then they made it as module 5. So I'm submitting separate video for this. So module 5, we are having trends in bioengineering. Okay, so in this it starts with the muscular system as scaffolds. So we are having around more here around 28 questions in this module. So first question is what? Discuss about muscular systems as scaffolds with any two case studies. So what you can do is you can start explaining about what is muscular system, and both the case study you have to explain. So 1 mark will be there for discussing about muscular system, and both the case studies will have 2 marks each. See, 2 marks for this 3 points and 2 marks for these 3 points. Over. So next, with a need sketch, explain architecture of muscles. So you need to explain the architecture of muscles for 5 marks. So you are having around 5 points here, 5 to 6 points are there. So go through all these 7 points, and any the 4 points you write, okay, and 2 diagrams you write. So you will get the 5 marks. Next, we are having describe the mechanism of how how the muscular system can be used as scaffold system or scaffolds in regenerative medicine with a need sketch. So mechanism, definitely, since it is a little bit bigger topic, it can be asked for 10 marks. So mechanism you write, this will carry 1 mark, and the basic definition, the basic steps are there. There are 4 steps. So 4 steps will carry 4 marks. So total 5 marks. Next, we are having the 2 diagrams. One, uh, what you say, 2 diagrams that will carry you 1 mark each. So total 6 marks over. So now remaining 4 marks will be there for cells as scaffold. So the muscle cells as scaffold, this diagram and the theory and this whole process. 6-step process will carry 3 marks, and this diagram and this theory will carry 1 mark. So total 10 marks, 6 plus 4. Next, we are having with a need sketch, explain muscle cells as scaffolds and explain. So what if this is not asked for 10 marks, then they can ask only this muscle cell as scaffolds for 5 marks. Then you don't have to write all these things. You have to just directly go to the muscles as scaffold topic and give an introduction and say that it should be like extracellular matrix, and then you draw this diagram, and these 6 steps are important. So here 5 marks are to be distributed. 1 mark for this theory, and 1 mark for the diagram. Another 3 marks for this process. This process contains 6 steps, so 3 marks. Total 5 marks. Over. So next, fifth question: define muscular dystrophy. Explain bioengineering solutions for muscular dystrophy. You need to define it. For 1 mark will be there. Next, bioengineering solution will have 5 marks. So you are having you need to define this 1 mark. So now bioengineering solutions. So many things are there. So here we are having what for muscular dystrophy. So muscular dystrophy, what is it? You define it. 1 mark you will get, and these 4 things: gene therapy, stem cell therapy, tissue engineering. All the 4 things will carry 1 marks. Okay, easy. Next, we are having uh, explain the skeletal systems with a need sketch. So you can directly go to the skeletal system, explain this particular thing. Okay, around 6 points are there. Explain any 5 points, you will get the 5 marks. Next, elaborate skeletal systems as scaffolds with a need sketch. So now the skeletal system as scaffold, and that can be asked for 5 marks. So here there are around 10 points are there. You can you should write all the 10 points. So half marks for a point. So you will get the 5 marks for sure. Next, you are having the define osteoporosis, enumerate bioengineering solution for osteoporosis, 5 marks. So you are having the osteoporosis here, bioengineering solution for osteoporosis, define 1 marks, and this point will can is important, so 1 marks, so 2 marks there. Diagram 1 marks, 3 marks. So bioengineering solutions, any two you explain, 1 mark each. Tissue engineering you mention all, explain any one. Okay, or else you can directly go for this as a 1 mark and 4 marks for all these four things. Next, we are having discuss about the muscular systems as scaffolds. So, muscular systems as scaffolds, you can again you can go for the same thing what we discussed here. Okay, muscular system as scaffolds. Mechanism you have to explain. These diagrams you have to explain. Muscle cell as scaffold also you have to explain. This process is very important. Okay, again 10 marks. Next, skeletal, justify skeletal system as scaffolds. For that also what you have to do, skeletal system you have to give the brief introduction, 2 marks it will carry. Next, skeleton system as scaffolds, these all 10 points you have to write. So you will be having, you will be getting the 10 marks. Next, write a short note on bio printing techniques and materials. So you have to write a short note. That means you have to just explain what is bio printing technique, what are the different techniques are available, and what are the different types of bioprinting material, like hydrogels is there, cell laden aggregates is there, DCM is there. Okay, only they have to mention them. Okay, so that is for 5 marks. Next, discuss bioprinting materials used for the 3D. Now you have to see that here bioprinting materials used for 3D. So 5 marks. Okay, so any 5 materials you have to explain. See, there are a number of materials. See, this is the topic, bioprinting materials. Hydrogel is there, cell laden aggregates is there, DCECM is there, decellularized extracellular matrix is there, synthetic polymer based bioinks are is there, and then biocomposites or composite bioinks are there. So 5 points, 5 uh, types, 5 materials. So 1 material each, 1 marks for 1 material each. So next question is, with a need sketch, describe any 2 bioprinting techniques. So there are a number of bioprinting techniques are there. Here it starts. Okay, bioprinting techniques. Okay, so first thing we are having, this is a general approach. We are having general basic general approach. You write this, you have to write because it carries 2 marks. Next, you mention these are the 5 different basic bioprinting techniques. Out of 5, any 2 you have to explain. So 2 marks till here, and then 2 marks for any one of the this thing. There are all the 5 topics I have mentioned here. Inkjet based bioprinting is there, extrusion based bioprinting is there, laser bioprint is there, and even microwave is there. And finally, we are having the bioprinting with the solid freeform fabrications. So if you are not able to understand these things, you have to go to my YouTube videos, you have to learn and study. Okay, this is very important topic. In this topic I am expecting in upcoming exam. Okay, so with the need sketch, explain 3D printing of an ear. Now going for next topic, 3D printing of an ear. Okay, that can also be asked for 5 marks. Okay, introduction, and this diagram you don't have to draw it. Okay, you have to explain other things like these materials used, you have to explain. Next, 3D printing of bone, explain. Okay, so 10 marks. So this whole thing, whatever is mentioned, everything you have to explain. That will carry you, that we can give you 10 marks. Next topic is 3D printing of 3D printing of bone also. They can categorize into 2 questions. One question they can ask generally for 10 marks. Another question they can pick a particular topics. For example, additive manufacturing in 3D bioprinting. So in that we are having additive. Okay, we are having scaffold based, additive based. So this is additive based. Okay, from here to here, this whole page, and 1.5 page will be there for 5 marks. Next 5 marks question, we are having scaffold based techniques. So total 10 marks or 5 marks each. Next, discuss about the materials used for the 3D printing of bones. So here the materials which are used for the 3D printing of bone. See here, from here you should start. Okay, we are having 4 introduction carry 1 mark. 4 different materials are there: biocompatible polymers, ceramics, scaffolds, cell embedded materials carries 1 mark each. So 5 marks done. Next, we are having 3D printing of skin, carries 5 marks. No need to draw the diagram. You there are around introduction, one or two marks will be there, and we are having this process which is having 5 steps. Okay, each carries 1 mark. Okay, you can also write the introduction, which can help you to get the full marks. Next, we are having 3D printing of foods. So 3D printing of foods, we are having like these what to say 3D printed food items like chocolates, edible pastries, edible gels. All these three examples are there. With that, 3 examples printed foods also you can use. Okay, like pastries, sweet and savory snacks, decorative garnishes. All these things you can write. Okay, for 5 marks. Next, we are having explain the need sketch with the electrical tongue in food science, that is for 10 marks. So electrical turn or everything whichever is mentioned in the topic you have to explain. So there are around 7 sensing tests are there that you have to mention here, and start with this the electrical tongue, its mechanism, the technology behind it, sensor arrays, and the steps and the materials used. Okay, materials used you can just simply mention, but advantages, limitations you have to write. And if you can include this table in 1 or 2 points, it will be great to get you full marks. Next, we are having the electrical nose. So electrical nose is nothing but like whatever our nose does, the same thing the electrical device has to do. The technology behind it, 1 mark will be there. Sensory, that 1 mark will be there. Materials will have around 2 marks. This diagram will carry around 2 to 3 marks. And then the advantages, disadvantages carry 1 mark each, and this diagram carries 2 marks. Okay. Next, we are having the DNA origami in detail, that is for 5 marks. We can write, you can pick any few applications, and next you can write the limitations also. Next, we are having bio-bleaching. Bio-bleaching also can be asked for 5 marks. Okay, it has got the introduction around 2 3 points, and some key ways are there, like how exactly this bio-bleaching will impact the technology. Around 6 7 points I have mentioned any two here. Advantages you mention any two, limitations you mention any two, so it can get you 5 marks. If it is asked for 10 marks, you have to write whole notes. Next, we are having bioimaging for disease diagnosis. Okay, that is also can be asked for 5 marks or even 10 marks. So depending on the question, you mention make your answers. Next, we are having briefly explain artificial intelligence for diagnosis. For this also I have made videos. You can just go through applications. There are around 5 applications I have mentioned here. Mention all those 5 applications. Okay, 5 marks you are going to get. Then describe self-healing bioconcrete. So bioconcrete is also, I have mentioned, this process is important. This process will carry 2 marks. Introduction and all these certain important parts will carry 2 marks. Next, we are having technology importance, that all carries 1 mark. Next, last question, the bioremediation and biomining via microbial surface adsorption. So this can be asked for 10 marks. So here we are having around 4 pages I have explained here. You do not skip this process: identification of heavy metals, isolation, culturing, preparation, okay, applications, microbial, and separation. These 7 steps will get you minimum 5 marks. Rest other things you explain whatever you want, that will give you 3 marks for sure. Okay, so that's the end of the module 3. Okay, one more video I will make to how to clear the exam. uh, Stay tuned.